Watch this again. You just bought $100 of Bitcoin, one tap, gone from your bank. And just like last time, something strange. Bitcoin got none of it. But this is stranger than the stock, because with Bitcoin, there's no company to miss the money. No headquarters, no CEO, no bank account anywhere on Earth with the name Bitcoin on it. So where did your $100 go? Let's follow it. Again, last time we learned your money doesn't reach the company. It goes to a stranger who sold the share. But a stock at least has a company sitting somewhere behind it. A building, employees, a bank account. Bitcoin has none of that. There's nobody to pay, nothing to fund, no door to knock on. So who did you just hand $100 to? Let's put the tracking tag back on it and find out. Step 1 is familiar. You tapped buy inside an app. Coinbase, Cash App, whatever you use. And that app, again, is just a messenger, a marketplace. It doesn't own Bitcoin to hand you. It finds someone who wants to sell and pairs you up. So for you to buy, someone else has to sell. Same rule as the stock. Your $100 flows through the app and lands in that seller's account, minus a fee the app quietly keeps. So far, it's the exact same story. Your money went to a stranger, not to Bitcoin. But now comes the part that has nothing to do with stocks. Because we have to ask, what did you actually get back? Here's what you did not get. You didn't get a coin. There is no coin. Bitcoin isn't a thing you can hold. So what is it? Picture a giant notebook, a shared list copied onto thousands of computers around the world. That does exactly one job. It records who controls what. Think of it like a stadium full of people, each holding an identical copy of the same scoreboard. To change the score, you have to convince the whole stadium at once, and they're all watching each other. That's why no single person can quietly rewrite it. When you buy a Bitcoin, nothing physical moves. A line in that shared notebook simply changes to say a piece now answers to you. That's it. You didn't buy an object. You bought a spot in a list, a shared list that nobody owns, that no company runs, that just keeps track, which is already strange. But it gets stranger, because if you bought your Bitcoin inside an app, here's the twist. Even that probably didn't happen. The app didn't write your name into the big shared notebook. It just changed a number inside its own private database. A number only it controls. You don't own Bitcoin. You own a promise from the app that it's holding some for you. Crypto people have a saying for this. Not your keys, not your coins. If you can't see it in the real shared notebook, you don't truly have it. You have a promise. And that matters because promises can break. In 2022, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world, called FTX, collapsed almost overnight. Millions of people watched the number in their app freeze, and then they learned the real coins behind that number were simply gone. They never truly held them. They held a promise, and the promise broke. To actually own it, you move it out of the app into your own wallet. And now the real shared notebook records you directly. That wallet has two parts: a public address, like an account number you can hand to anyone so they can pay you, and a private key, the secret password that proves the coins are yours. Share the public one freely, but the private key, never, because lose that key and it is over. People have locked themselves out of hundreds of millions of dollars, a thrown-out hard drive, a forgotten phrase. There is no reset button, no support line. Nobody on Earth can let you back in. So who keeps this giant notebook honest if no company runs it? A worldwide army of computers called miners. Every few minutes, they gather up the newest batch of transactions, bundle them into a block, and race to solve a punishingly hard math puzzle. The winner earns the right to add that new page to the notebook, and instantly everyone else checks the work. Try to cheat, and the network just rejects you. That race is what makes the list almost impossible to fake. It's also why a Bitcoin payment can take 10 minutes to clear. You are literally waiting for the world to agree. And there's one more rule baked into the code that nobody can override. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, not 21,000,001. No CEO can print more. No government can order more. Every 4 years, the reward miners earn is cut in half. So new coins arrive slower and slower until one day they stop completely. That hard limit is the entire pitch, a kind of money that no one can quietly water down. This is what people mean by decentralized. There's no headquarters to raid, no CEO to arrest, no bank that can freeze your account. But flip that over, and it's the frightening part too. No refunds, no undo, no fraud department. Send it to the wrong place or get tricked by a scammer, and it's gone. The same rule book that no government can control is the rule book that will never ever help you. And here's a detail that trips people up. You almost certainly didn't buy a whole Bitcoin. One Bitcoin costs far more than $100. What you actually bought is a tiny fraction of one. A single Bitcoin can be sliced into 100 million pieces, and the smallest piece even has a name. It's called a Satoshi. So your $100 didn't buy a coin. It bought a few 100,000 of these tiny slices, written down as one small entry in that shared list. And if it seems strange to pay real money for a slice of a digital list, you are not alone. Back in 2010, a programmer paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. 2. At today's prices, those pizzas cost him hundreds of millions of dollars. That story survives because it captures the whole truth about this thing. It is worth exactly what the next person will give you for it. Nothing more, nothing less. And one last cost, a very real one. That worldwide race between miners burns a staggering amount of electricity. Solving those puzzles takes enormous computing power, running day and night all over the planet. The safety of the notebook is not free, it is paid for in energy. So what's holding up the price? Remember the stock crash lesson? The price was just what the last person agreed to pay. With Bitcoin, that's even more true. There's no company under it, no profits, no building, nothing but that fixed, limited supply and what the next person believes it's worth. It is agreement, almost all the way down. So here's the whole trip. You tap buy. Your $100 leaves your bank, flows through the app, and lands with a stranger who sold, minus the app's fee. In return, you get one of 2 things. If you moved it to your own wallet, you got a line in the world's shared notebook, locked by a key only you hold. And if you left it in the app, you got a number in a company's private database, a promise, not the real thing. Either way, Bitcoin itself, the network, received nothing because it isn't a someone. It's a rule book nobody owns, keeping a list nobody can secretly change. So the next time you tap buy, you'll know what you're really buying. Not a coin. Control of a slot in a shared list. And inside an app, not even that yet. Just a promise. That's not a reason to fear it. It's a reason to understand what you're holding and where it actually lives. Which leaves one last, stranger question. Your money in the bank is just a number in a list too. So when you deposit $100, where does it actually go? And how does the bank turn it into more? That's next.